What is up, everybody? This is my what if review, and I'm so sorry this episode was late. All the stuff coming out this week, What If, Superman, Lois, Stargirl, Titans, is all very inconvenient for me. This school started back up yesterday. It's my first week in high school. I just started high school, so yeah, everything's just very inconvenient for me, and I don't have enough time to make videos, so yeah. A lot of videos are going to be very late if you are a subscriber, and if you enjoy the content, please subscribe, man. I make at least bearable videos, I think, but, yeah, I enjoyed this episode, but we'll get more into that after, I roll the intro, and speaking of that intro, why don't we roll that intro? So guys, yeah, this episode started off, with the Watcher narrating, and we had this June 1943 blatant date, and he shows what happens on, I guess what you could call maybe Earth Prime, or, the main Earth of the MCU, but it shows Steve Rogers getting the super soldier serum, and his eventual imprisonment. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say his imprisonment in ice, which does actually work with context. But then we go to this whole new world within the multiverse where one change happens. And it's the scene from Captain America, the First Avenger, where Steve is about to get the super soldier serum, and Peggy gets asked if she wants to go to the booth up there or stay down here, and she thinks, no, I'll stay down here. And we have the Watcher comment, hey, that's the one thing that changed about this universe, and it changes everything. And if you remember, the Hydra agent, this suicide bomber, the top only blowed up because Peggy decided to go up there and everybody followed. But if she's down here, then what happens? Well, he lights the lighter down here, and as Steve's about to get in, the lighter blows and boom! Maybe that was an over-exaggeration. I'm sorry. But yeah. Boom. Did that scare you? No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry, I'm in a good mood today. Titans is out, I'm just happy, man. But the dude kills, the general that, Two-Face, Harvey Lee Jones played in the first Avenger, and he shoots Steve. So Steve isn't able to, do the job correctly, so he's about to shoot Peggy, and you know what Peggy does? Peggy kills this Hydra agent, like she would have done if Steve didn't get her out of the way, back in the first Avenger. I'm gonna be referencing the first Avenger a lot, because obviously it's a play on it for this, episode, just like how next week I will be referencing Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. But, yeah, there's this general who is basically replacing Tommy Lee Jones' character, because they probably couldn't get him back. And Howard's like, no, I will not take it. I'm just the man who presses buttons, which comes back later. And, yeah, Peggy's, like, ultimately like, yeah, I'll take the serum, and everybody's trying to stop her except Howard. Howard goes along with it, because, you know, Howard's not awful, like everyone was in the 40s or whatever. I just think, they kept saying to every man to get in, and that, it's just saying, but Peggy gets in, and she gets the serum. So, yeah, Peggy gets the serum. Sorry, I had to grab something, if that's, like, why there was a weird cut. But Peggy, she gets out, and it's not like how Steve, where it's so exaggerated, she just gets more muscly. It's kind of like how John Walker, he didn't really get all like, because he was already like a big dude. So but then she gets chewed out by this army general, and they're taking her blood, and we know that Captain Carter could be one of the main characters of this entire show. So she could this could be setting up later for later what if events, and this episode doesn't end on a closed story like you'd think these one-off episodes would be. So I would not be surprised if we see this what if Earth continue. I think I named it 1 second. We'll come back to this. But Peggy is punching the bag as Captain America did in the first Avengers, and she punches it. Steve is in recovery. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. I named this Earth 200,039,101. I know that's awful pronunciation. It's weird. Yeah, but she throws the dumbbell like she would a shield, and her and Steve talk, and it's just kind of puts things in perspective, and you see what was supposed to happen. Not to Peggy, but like, it's a lot of crap, man. A lot of crap for like one person to go through all by themselves, and yeah, it's just I'm still surprised Steve got shot, to be honest. I thought we all thought it's Steve Rogers, not gonna hurt him or anything, but sorry. We open in Townsburg, Norway. Like, the scene is in there, like the first Avenger, and just like the first Avenger, we see Red Hood's car. And this is not the actor is not the same actor who played Red Skull in the movies for this episode. It's the one who played him in Infinity War and Endgame. I don't think Red Skull appeared in Endgame though. But oh yeah, he did. Sorry, but in the base, they make a plan, and they're basically telling what happened in that Hydra is not the Nazi science division, basically. So all these people are scientists now. But we have an extended monologue, so things already changed from what he said in the first Avenger, as well as the placement of the scene within the timeline. So yeah, he has the guards kill the dude a little earlier than the first Avenger. Sorry, I like the first Avenger. It's one of, I don't love it, but it's like, I have a whole MCU ranking. I'll leave it down below. But it would be like, I mean, it's number 12. But Howard and Peggy talk at a bar, and Howard gives her the Captain Carter suit, which is based off the Union Jack, or what the Brits have on their flag, you know? So, yeah, then we have this awesome montage where Captain Carter takes down these cars, and these Hydra soldiers. Sorry, I just suddenly got something in my throat. Who? But she's all happy, and she's like, oh my god, this is so cool. Or she's just kind of offended also when this one dude who you could say is Hitler. If you didn't know, he believed that the perfect people were people who had blonde hair and brown eyes and were white, and you were blessed by the gods. So that's basically what this dude has, and no, blue eyes, sorry. And so Captain Carter's like, oh, you think you can take me? And she just like obliterates this dude, man. It's hilarious. This dude's like screaming for help by the end. Wimp. But yeah. She eventually gets to Arnim Zola, which is the same dude returning to voice. It's the same actor returning to voice. So Howard now has the Tesseract, and now he can make a suit of armor for Steve, which is what he does. so that Steve can help out with the battle like he was supposed to, because I feel like Howard feels bad. So we have this montage of Captain Carter going to save the Howling Commandos. She steals a bike like Steve did in the what am I looking in the first Avenger? Sorry, it's just like so many parallels. But yeah, they ask what Captain Carter is. Is she abroad or whatever? And they think she's just one of those people like Steve was, who just what word am I looking for? Who just perform and sing around with the guys. Because Zola never got the cube, Bucky was never experimented on, so he's here now, so that just makes it easier. Captain Carter breaks the cell door. I'm not sure that Cap did this, but yeah. The Howling Commandos have a very similar shot to the first Avenger, and that montage is out, and now the Howling Commandos are free. But so then we have, oh no, they're not. The tanks. They have to go through some tanks, and just like Tony in his first film, his main theme as Iron Man, or an Iron Man, or it's more like Ironmonger, but it's called Hydra Stopper. Steve is the Hydra Stopper, and he takes out some tanks, just like Tony did in the first Avenger. And now we have an awesome montage with Captain Carter just fighting down foes, and the general who hates her is kind of like, oh yes, Mr. President, thank you, that was our idea for Captain Carter. I'm like, shut up, man, it wasn't even you. But, yeah, there's just a montage. Steve has Hello Brooklyn written on his Hydra Stomper, and that could be a reference to in the film where all the writings were on the bombs. So then they go to some planes, which I don't know where the planes were going. I don't think they had bombs on them, because they wouldn't have they would have freed the bomb. But whatever, it's awesome. It's just one long take in between like 3 planes with Captain Carter killing everybody in it, which, like, man, you say that the Winter Soldier had a massacre. Like, look at this, and here's the thing. What if is too kiddie for me? I know it's a cartoon, but when Steve got shot, there was no blood. Like, you can put animated blood. I'm pretty sure the Bad Batch has blood. But anyway, we have a Hydra soldier talking to Red Skull, and he wants to know, hey, why are you in charge, whatever, or something like that. So Red Skull makes his presence known by taking off his mask and being like, hey, you see this? And then all the soldiers kill they kill the officer. That's what I was looking for. But then Steve and Peggy have a drink, and they talk, and it's a really nice talk, because we learn about Steve and how he feels bad, and people were just saying Peggy liked Steve because of the super soldier serum, and here that gets shut because he's still skinny, and they make plans, and they're about to kiss, and they're gonna go on a dance. And that's when I knew something was gonna happen. And then Howard interrupts, and yeah, jerk. It's probably Steve's first kiss, man. The Howling Commandos go to do the train jump that we saw in Captain America the First Avenger, but Hydra Stomper's there, and Hydra Stomper stops the train, and Bucky almost falls off, and he's like, oh my god, when you grabbed me, you almost pulled my arm off. So yeah, reference, but Steve finds a bunch of bombs in the place, and Steve presumably dies when they all explode. But we know from later in the episode that he does not die. But Peggy is very upset by this, so she goes to Zola, and unlike Tommy Lee Jones's character in Captain America 1, she beats him up, but it's off screen, so it's okay. So Peggy goes to the board and tells them the information that she got out of him. Like, they're moving stuff. They're about to go. So they break into the Red Skull's castle and sneak through until they get to the door where the team splits up and one end goes down to another and the other goes to another end. So yeah. One team goes to the basement and one team goes to the top. Good plan. But Red Skull, as they walk in, he puts the Tesseract in and unleashes a portal. So then Peggy, she's fighting through her way, and she eventually makes it to where the Red Skull is keeping the Tesseract. And she sees that it has been opened and everything already, and it's basically a Hydra monster, and it kills the Red Skull as a betrayal. But the Howling Commandos, they find Steve. He is still alive, but he's out of the suit and he's chained up. The suit protected him, and they have to free him. So they free him from the chains, and he gets in the suit. They recharge it so he can fly up and save Peggy. But she is slaying the beast as he goes up there. So she's a little preoccupied. But yeah, they both fight the monster. They both fight the monster, and Howard figures out the stuff. He mentions that he's been hanging out with some German actress that was popular, and that could be a reference to like how JFK had like an affair with like a spy or something. I don't know. I'm sorry if I thought of a new reference that nobody made, but they can't push the monster back in the portal, so they need some help. So Captain Carter decides to sacrifice herself to put the monster through, and Steve doesn't want to do that, but they have the talk. They have the thing that Steve and Peggy always had. Save me a dance. Save me a dance. I'm gonna be back, and as we all know, she is not back. Of course, she's not. She goes through the portal, and we have this image of Steve just Steve's just nobody's there besides him and Howard, and it's just an eerie shot. But then we see this shot that's very similar to the beginning of the Avengers, but there's no armed protocol, so maybe they knew how to open the portal on this Earth. And through the portal, you know who comes out? Bum-ba-da-bum! Captain Carter. And you know who she's talking to? Clint Barton and Nick Fury. And they give her the thing that they give Steve. It's been 70 years. The war is over, and she's relieved and panicked at the same time. And we know Captain Carter comes back from trailer footage where she talks to Doctor Strange, but what if that's this world's version of Doctor Strange or whatever? And I don't know, I think there's a good possibility that Peggy Atwell could appear in the first Avenger if they want to, but then we see the Earth that this takes place on, and they zoom out. And that is it for the episode. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review. I enjoyed hosting you. I'm sorry if I sound a bit distracted. I wasn't. But if you would be so kind to like and subscribe and comment and do all that awesome stuff, it would be amazing for me. And yeah, go down description, follow all the socials, and watch the videos that are down there. We just made a what if playlists for the reviews now. So if you're watching this future and this is the first one, have fun with the rest, man. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, so goodbye, stay safe, and goodbye.